Hello and welcome to this discovery session. Today we're going to present some of the functions and features of the time and attendance solutions, so devices integrations in the subject of sensing and IoT. What's the concept of time and attendance? So this actually goes back way to the Industrial Revolution in the late 1800s, and time clock was a way to introduce and track workers' hours, ensuring their compensation was fair. And we see this like in movies where employees would line up to punch the time charts or the time cards. They were actually cards at the time. Whenever they got in or get out, either lunch or at the end of the day. And this method still pretty much remains up to right now. But in terms of efficiency and accurate, there are often a lot of issues. It's a natural process. It means that, it's prone to errors or manipulation, and then it results in incorrect payments or even fraud. The birth of electronic computing in the mid-20s, of course, marked a significant evolution on time and attendance systems. Time clocks began to move away from manual actual physical punching of cards towards digital systems with magnetic stripes or barcodes or pin numbers. And this would increase accuracy and decrease fraud and also make them more simple. In the 21st century, we do see time and assistance begin to leveraging of these advances in technology, internet connectivity, Internet of Things. And these developments made way for a new class of smart time and attendance terminals. So employees could now clock in and out of different methods like smart cards, fingerprints, facial recognition, mobile devices. So modern time and attendance terminals are increasingly incorporating not only biometric, even though we have questions with GDPR now in Europe, for example, and data protection in other countries, but they ensure even greater level of accuracy. They offer real-time data, allowing for instant inputs to employees' attendance records and reduce also the amount of manual data that it's inputted by HR. So currently, systems allow you to do printing, to do the clocking in by biometrics. Either it's a fingerprint identification system, facial recognition, hand geometry, iris and retina if you're talking about high security, palm veins as well, voice recognition, or a multimodal. So it has some sort of combination between all of these. Then we also have more towards RFIDs, so like smart cards or token. And it's important to keep data protection measure issues here, especially when we're treating with sensitive data like biometrics or iris or retina recognition systems. In QuickJust HR systems, we have many changes and the evolution in the overall HR management in the past 2 decades. So the same for time and attendance control, for which we vary the methods that have come and gone. As of now, with the current hybrid work environment, most of our clients bet between a mix of biometric or RFID system plus a virtual clock-in to add the work hours that you do. The freedom and flexibility that the employee self-portal brings when it comes to managing work and other requests is one of our most praised features. The constant aim as to be in accuracy, fairness, and efficiency in tracking these hours. And here we have a day view of a very standard schedule with a clock in, at 9 a.m., going to lunch at 2, coming back at 3, and leaving at 6. It's a visualization of what's done either in a physical equipment or in a virtual wide set. So how does this integration happen? How do we communicate with this type of IoT devices? So the most common types of integration include either a direct IPA, so an integration, and it has some sort of rules or protocols and SDKs that allow different software application to communicate with each other. Sometimes there's like a middleware in between. And in a very non-smart way, you also have some sort of file export and import from one device to the actual system. So we see and we operate in different ways depending on the technology of the device that we are integrating with. Virtual clock is a little different because it allows you instantly, without having that middleware in between. So the employee is able to virtual clock in and clock out whenever working out of the company's premises. So for example, and here is an example of a clock in that the person just clicks in and gets the time. What are the benefits of a solution like this? So enhance accuracy. So traditional time clocking methods are prone to errors, leading to payroll discrepancies. Biometrics system provide more accuracy, eliminate mistakes commonly with manual data entry. Also increase security. So biometrics used, they have unique characteristics, like fingerprints or facial recognition that makes it hard for employees to clock in for each other. Know it as a buddy punch. This improves employee accountability and reduce, risks of corruption or time theft as well. Time and cost efficiency. So automating tracking not only saves time for employees, and we know this is a pain for employees, but also reduce all the paperwork and the admin burden of HR. We know where we need to track those hours, either because we're passing them on to a final client or a third party, but we know it's normally a pain to track the activities that someone has done and the time that they spent. So that by reducing the time that they spend on manual data entry and calculating hours can instead be used in other initiatives. Also, elimination of this buddy punching or theft. So since biometrics is unique to each individual employee, it's almost impossible to do a fake clocking in by someone else. Even though we know there are ways to, alternative is just reducing the cases that we want to ensure. So reducing this will give us a better result at the end. Also real-time tracking, so biometric times and attendance systems allows for real-time tracking. So it leads to more efficient shift management over time, and also a swift resolution of any time-related disputes. Data integration as well, so modern biometric systems integrate with HR and payroll systems allow to easily transfer data and reduce the need for duplication of entries. Improve employee satisfaction. So a transparent time and attendance system helps ensure that employees are compensated accurately for their time, thus increasing in a job's satisfaction and morale. Compliance as well. So accurate record keeping ensures that the organization is compliant with labor laws or regulations governing hours, overtime, and resting periods. Overall, the integration of biometric time and attendance terminals can significantly improve the efficiency, accuracy, and integration of HR's organization and payroll systems. Thank you so much and join us for the next